Melanie from Against All Odds. So today I wanted to bring a low impact workout to everybody. So this workout is going to be for senior citizens, overweight individuals, or anybody with limited range of motion or mobility. It's extremely important if you fall in any of those categories that you continue to move. That's the most important thing. So whatever you are able to do, hopefully all these movements you are able to complete, but it's extremely important that you stay moving. So what we're gonna do is you need a chair and you need dumbbells if you have them, very light. I'm gonna use 2 pounds, or grab water bottle or soup cans. We're doing very light, easy workouts. If for any reason you need to pause this workout to have a water break, that's totally fine. But if you can, try and stay with me. So we're gonna start with arm circles. So just extend your arms out to the side. You're gonna just move them forward. Another thing I wanted to mention is make sure you are sitting on the edge of your seat so you're not leaning back. We wanna keep great posture, tighten your core. The most important part about this is that you keep that core tense the entire time. Now we're gonna switch. What I mean by that is trying to pull your belly button into your spine the entire time. We're gonna work the core. Then we're gonna get started. So what we're gonna do is sit on the edge of your seat. We're gonna get in good posture. And we're gonna come out. We're gonna lean our elbows on our knees. And we're just gonna lift our heels up off the ground. We're gonna go for 10. Ready? 4. So the more weight you lean on, the more resistance you're providing for your calf raises. If that's too hard for you, you can back off a little bit and just put your hands on your knees. And good. We're gonna stay here. What we're gonna do, tight core, we're gonna lean down into our knees and push ourselves back up. Remember, keep that core tight. Go back down and back up. We want to keep our spine straight. So you should feel this in your arms, a little bit in your chest. Great. So now we're going to go right back into the calf raises. We're leaning down, lifting up our heels. Really squeeze the calves. Now we're going to put your hands back up on your knees, and we're going back down into the push-ups. 1. You want to remember to keep your elbows close into your body. That's going to give you the most strength to lift yourself up, especially if you're not used to doing movements like this. So remember, always keep your elbows close to your side. Good job! You just completed superset number 1. So now we just have 4 more to go and you've completed your first AAO low impact workout. For the second superset, you're gonna sit on the edge of your chair, core tight. You can hold on to the sides, and we're marching. So you're just lifting your knee up. You really wanna get your knee above your hip and squeeze the core. And 10, great. Now, we're going to grab our water bottles or our dumbbells. You're sitting on the edge of the chair. We're just going to lift up with our shoulders and back down. So you never want to bring the dumbbells past your shoulder. You want to keep them in line at all times. We're gonna get back and set up at the edge of our seat, core tight, holding onto our chair, and we're marching. And 10. You're doing great. Now let's grab our dumbbells and or water bottles again. We're bringing them out to the side. This time, we're gonna bring them out and to the center, out and down. Okay? So let's begin. Up, in, out, and down. Up, in, out, and down. Good, keep the core tight. If you start to feel like you're burning and your form is starting to suffer, just drop the dumbbells, drop your water bottle, and just do it body weight. Good, we only got 2 more. I know you can do it. I know the shoulders burn. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna grab 1 dumbbell, 1 water bottle. You're going to sit on the edge, dumbbell in this position right here, 90-degree angle. And you're going to lift your knee up like we just did in the march. So what we're gonna do is a leg extension. You're gonna flex this quad right here. You're gonna kick your leg out. You're also gonna press up and back down. This is gonna work your core because you have to keep yourself up, but you can hold on to. And if this is starting to get extremely too difficult for you, you could either A, drop your weight, or you can just alternate. So you could kick out, then you can go up. So we're gonna start all 10 with the right leg, then we'll switch to the left. 1. 10. Great. Now we're going to switch. And begin. 1. And 10. Awesome job. Now we're going to sit. Get our bellies tightened, and we're going to put our hands behind our head, and we are going to do seated crunches. So you just remember to always keep your chin up. I like to pretend there's a tennis ball in between my chest and my chin. A lot of people tend to go like this, so we want to keep your neck long. So we're here, and we're just going to crunch down, back up. Crunch down and back up. Keeping that tennis ball in between your neck and your chest. Great job. You should start to be sweating right now. I know your muscles are probably starting to get warmed up. You're doing absolutely great. So now we're gonna go back to the right leg extension plus the left arm shoulder press. And begin. arm out straight in a 45. You never want to drop it lower. You want to keep it right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. Know this, but a lot of times if you're having back pain, lower back pain, or even mid back pain, it's because your core is weak. So when you're sitting after this workout, you should really try and start bracing your core whenever you start to think about it. Because when your posture is bad, you're putting a lot of pressure onto your lower back. So the more that you do this, the more your core is starting to get strengthened. Then you'll realize that you're gonna have less back pain. Now we're gonna go back into our crunches. So get your hands behind your head. You're gonna get your chin up, and we're gonna go down. So tighten your core, come back up. Tighten your core, come back up. It's important that we're not rounding our back. So you want to make sure that you're actually hip hinging more than, so let me show you. We don't want to do this. We want to hip hinge down and back up. Next we're going to stand and we're going to use the back of our chair for support. What we're going to do is standing leg curls, and then we're going to do a side kick. Okay, so we're going to turn our chairs, we're going to stand up, and we're going to use the back of the chair as a support. Lean on it, get on one foot, okay? And all you're going to do is tap your foot back and lift your foot back up. Tap it down and back up. What we're going to start to activate is our hamstrings. And 10. We're going to switch. 1. So next, continue to stand where you're at, and you're going to, I'll stand this way so you can see, but you're going to be leaning on your chair, and you're just going to move all of your weight onto your right leg, and you're just going to keep your toes pointing in the direction of your chair, forward, and you should feel it all in your hip right here, and bring it back down. I don't want to see anybody leaning to do that. We want to keep ourselves square. So make sure, even though all your weight is going to be on this leg, we still want to be square and not putting too much pressure onto this side. What we're going to do is kick up until you feel it in your hip and come right back down. 10 on each side. job. 1. Good job. I know it's burning. 10. Good. I'm sweating. Ready? Switch. 1. Now we're going to go right back into our lateral kick. And 1. And switch. 1. Last one. 10. Great job. We only have one more superset left. So now this last exercise, it's a really important exercise. It's a squat. Now, many of you might not be able to just do an air squat, which is totally understandable. So the progression to do a squat would be similar to sitting in a chair and standing back up. Now, the goal would be able to get you guys strengthened enough to be able to do that without leaning on something. But for now, I'm going to teach you a great way to incorporate squats into your daily life just by a bath towel. So what we're going to do, take your chair over to the door where I've already set it up. You put a towel around door handles. Okay? So when you're sitting, these are just here for support. This is just to help you pull yourself up rather than pushing on a table or doing the good old rock your way up. What we want to do is start getting you to stand up from a seated position with good posture already. So the way you do is you get your feet planted on the ground, shoulder width apart. We're going to keep our core tight, get your shoulder blades pulled back and engaged, and your chest is going to be up. You're going to use the towel to help you stand up. Once you stand up, you should feel it in your glutes, and you're going to squeeze your glutes, then you're going to push your butt back and then sit back down. I don't want you guys to sit and clock. I don't want to see anybody sitting like this. I really want you to try and take just these 10 reps to really, really try and stand up and sit back with your butt to the wall, the back wall, and let yourself slowly sit. We're going for quality here, so slow and control are the reps that count. So we're gonna stand up and down. That's 3. One more, and 10. Great job. So the more that you do this workout, if you do this workout, the more you are going to start to build muscle, which is going to make everyday living so much easier. All it takes is consistency. If you are able to do this workout twice a week, that's great. And once you're able to start doing these squats sitting up and down without having to hold on to the towel. That would be the goal. So what we're gonna do now is we'll grab our dumbbells or your water bottle, and we're gonna lean down so we have a flat back. So we have a flat back, our head is looking straight ahead, our eyes are looking straight ahead, and you're going to row your dumbbells. So keeping your elbows close to your side, squeeze your shoulder blades. So you want to squeeze your shoulder blades, pretend you have a pencil that you're holding in between your shoulder blades and you don't want it to drop. Then you're going to release it down, and you're going to do a fly, bring it back down, row, to a fly. Now make sure your core stays tight. I know we're focusing on other muscles. It's easy to let your core release, and you'll see your back will start to round, or you might start to feel the pain in your back first. So make sure your core is always tight. I can't see you, so I'm gonna just keep reiterating, assuming that somebody out there needs to hear it. So here we go. Row and fly. Great job. All right, so I'm gonna give you just a couple seconds to breathe. I know these are all new exercises, but I'm so proud that you're making it through to this is the last round. We have 10 more squats, 10 more of the row fly combo. Okay, so grab onto your towels, get your feet planted, and we're gonna go up and down. We really want to focus on no rocking. We want to just go right up. And up and down. It's good practice, so when you get up at the top, you squeeze your glutes because it resets your hips. Last one. Great. So we just have to grab our dumbbells, and we have 10 more to go. So we have row, fly, 5 more. Come on, keep the core tight. Squeezing your shoulder blades. 3 more. Last one. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you like this video, please share it, like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find me on Instagram at Melanie Muscles. And if you have any questions at all, if you need any help or advice during this time, I would love to help anybody out who needs it. My email is melanie@aaopersonaltraining.com. I'll share a link in the bottom, so if anybody needs anything, please feel free to reach out. Have a good day.